hopefully. Inshallah, good things. If there's any justice in the world, it will be. All right, so probably not a good thing for Haley Stevens' campaign that the pub that she actually did a campaign event at came out and was like, we're really sorry we hosted Haley Stevens. We do not fuck with her at all. When Pucks was approached for Book's event, we were told it would be a private women's dem event. Pucks was never advised that Haley Stevens would be connected with this event. We are heartbroken as we pride ourselves of being not only queer-friendly space, but also advocated and continue to call for a free Palestine. We do not endorse Haley Stevens. You want to hear something crazier than that? This fucking pub, Pucks Tap House Grill, is literally next door to like the Democratic Party headquarters or something, like their local headquarters, which makes it even more insane. So like this is literally the safest place for Haley Stevens to throw an event together in the fucking in that locality, and yet they were like, we are so sorry. Like this is something that I would expect an area like a pub or something like that for me. Oh, Grand Rapids. Yeah. This is something that I would expect like a place to do when I do a campaign event there. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we didn't know this guy's a dangerous terrorist or whatever who's doing it. But it's crazy to me that the fucking, local DNC headquarter equivalent is next door to this pub, this grill. And it's wild that they were like, we're so sorry that we went with this corporate Democrat AIPAC shill. What a time to be alive, folks. I think people are not aware of what the fuck's going on. I listened to the New York Times Daily to, punish myself, as you guys know. I listen to the New York Times Daily to basically punish myself all the time. And this morning was no different. This time, they were talking about Haley Stevens versus Abdul El-Sayed. What does that say about the party? That's the primary that's taking place today if you were stuck under a rock. And one of the incredible revelations that took place was, all the excitement in Abdul's direction, all this stuff, right? They're talking about it. And then they finally get to Haley Stevens' door knockers and they're like, electability, 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 right? The Haley Stevens canvassers literally turned around and told the New York Times reporter that they don't like that she's getting so much AIPAC money. And the only reason why they're doing it is because they still believe that they still believe in the electability argument. It's fucking over. It's so over. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. They literally were like, we're not excited about her. We're excited about Abdul. But it's clear that, she's the more electable candidate, I guess. So the boomers are still around. This mentality hasn't died out yet. There's still this mentality, and it's going to be a powerful force. But honestly, as soon as Abdul makes it out of the primary, it's over because these guys obviously, first and foremost, fucking hate the Republicans. So the corporate Democrats that cannot capture any excitement from the base are still desperately leaning into the anti-Republican narratives, which means these guys are going to be lock-in votes for Abdul El-Sayed. Okay? Now, a lot of us will say on this side, well, don't you feel like the excitement on the ground is electability? Yes, but most people don't understand electability in that regard. They think electability is what MSNBC told them is electable, and that's it. They don't think about it. They don't realize that, the electability argument that is being presented to them is actually a fucking lie. The electability argument that is presented to them is actually a complete and utter lie that is designed to sell the dog shit product of the establishment Democrats to an audience that wants more. That's what it is. Abdul is electable. Francesca Hong is electable. As a matter of fact, they are more electable than the corporate, moderate establishment Democrats. And tonight is going to be the first step in that direction. We'll cover all of that and more. Obviously, that's going to be the main story for today. Before we get to that, here's Vincent getting his flowers. This absolute diva. Christian says, feeling replaced. I doubt he can do a drop split or something. Like, yeah, he can probably outwoke me, but like, ha ha ha, it's just not like, and therefore. No. My gays are fighting. My gays are fighting. Vincent's become top gay. Christian feels replaced. He should. Okay? Hey, Christian, you should feel replaced. Okay? Guess what? There's a new twink in town. That's number one. Number two, you gotta hit the books. Okay, Christian, you gotta hit the books. You gotta learn about polls. You gotta learn about elections. You have to become a nerd about elections. Okay? Is he actually gay or is this stolen valor? You're asking me if is Vincent actually gay or is it stolen valor? This is Vincent. There's Rashida in the background right there, by the way. We're spreading gay Hasanabi orbit slander. Anyway, I know it's an Instagram link, but it's an announcement from Double Down News about Israel and ADL plot against Zohar Mamdani. Okay, we're not doing that right now. Did you see this yet? Yes, I started the broadcast with this. Live. Fox News gave me the greatest aura.